And welcome back to North of the Broad. With me again is JOToole. He's the Executive Director of the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation. Good to see you again, John.
Good to be with you, Robyn.
You've been busy as ever.
Yes, yeah.
What's the workforce climate like in the county and even this area in the state also?
It's tough everywhere. Mm-hmm. It really is tough. It's challenging. Obviously, in the service industry, you can see how challenging it is. It's challenging across the country. One thing I hope we'll talk about today, fully expect, is the fact that our ace in the hole are the Marine Corps. Exiting Marine Corps members and their spouses provide a great promise. As my colleague Charlie Stone and I are promoting the county, it's really important that we're able to deliver on the jobs. And the Marine Corps and being tapped into the Marine Corps, and tap is a great word because we work closely with the transition assistance programs on the bases to get Marines plugged into employment opportunities when their service days are done.
Well, with the air station and the training depot at Paris Island, do most of them, when they do finish, do they leave? Or are you said you're really working with that transition team to get them to stay here and this is their home. They're like alumni of Beaufort County. I love that terminology.
Yeah, if you look at any prestigious university, they obviously take care of their graduates. I think Beaufort County has an excellent opportunity to be that for the Marine Corps. Certainly, we want them to complete their mission with the Marine Corps, although employers should know that when you're in the last 180 days of your separation, you can actually begin to work with your next employer. So the Marine Corps really wants to make sure that their members hit the ground running after their service days. I think a great many of them go home to where they came from, or wait till the last minute and haven't really thought about what they want to do. So we want to get the message out there that Beaufort County really, whether it's just one person, we'll work with one person to make that one person a future.
So what advice would you give to businesses that really need employees and why they might want to hire someone from the military?
Well, first off, if you have employment needs, you really want to get plugged into our organization. Tweak does a lot in this space as well. We're now participating in the monthly meetings where under federal law, the Marine Corps is obligated to speak to transitioning Marines a year in advance of their separation. So we want to get plugged into that. Why a Marine? They can pass a drug test, they show up to work on time, and they're responsible people. As you talk to a lot of employers, that's the kind of person that almost any employer can train. So not only from the standpoint of pride and nationalism, I think our country owes them an obligation to make sure they land on their feet. Just a slight aside, I went to a friend of mine's funeral who had served in Korea. And at his service, a Marine, actually it was an airman, presents the flag and says, on behalf of the president and a grateful nation, we present this flag. Well, I think on behalf of the president and a grateful nation, we should provide them a good job when their service is done.
Very good, very good. So businesses that want to locate here. So let's kind of switch, turn the dime over a second. Why would they want to locate in the Lowcountry? When we say Beaufort County, we've got Hilton Head, we've got Yemassee, you were talking about Bluffton, we've got all these islands, the city of Beaufort. Why does a business want to locate here?
Because employers have to be resourceful to find workers. When you put a new plant in, let's just take Glassworks, tens of millions of dollars, machinery, everything else. To have it there, you're going to need people to operate it. So you want to, employers have to be resourceful. And so to come to a place that has 2,000 exiting Marines annually, and you get first crack at them, and then just a little bit more into the numbers, last count previous to COVID, there were 1,360 in USCB and TCLs educational
Right.
programs, and they stay in the area to the tune of about 90%. So we do have this ace in the hole to play, which is a reliable workforce that you get first crack at hiring before potentially they go back to
Right, someplace
Iowa, New
else.
Jersey, wherever they might go.
Plus, we have great weather, we have culture, we have great restaurants, we have great education, we've got it all. Wouldn't you say?
I would say, yes. We're going to hire you. Yeah, no, you're right.
Thank you, JOToole with the Beaufort County Economic Development Corporation, and we'll be right back. Stay with us.